I'm Daphne Richards. Our question this week is, what's the difference between soil, compost, and mulch? Well, they're all used in similar ways and have a lot to contribute to our gardens. We could spend days discussing and defining soil, but one good way to think of it is the substrate that your plants grow in. Soil is made up of varying amounts of sand, silt, and clay. And if you've got a good balance of these three mineral elements, your soil is called loam. Too much clay leads to sticky, heavy soil that inhibits plant growth. And too much sand leads to leaching and a lack of water-holding capacity. Silt's somewhere in between clay and sand as far as size, texture, and effect on overall soil structure. If you're lucky, your soil also has a good amount of organic matter and a healthy microbial population. But you might be surprised to learn that a soil with only 5% organic matter is pretty fabulous, and it's hard to get even that much into your soil. Compost is pretty much all organic matter, depending on the ingredients that went into it. Grass clippings, leaves, and kitchen scraps normally. And maybe a little bit of soil if you've added some from your garden, which would be a good thing since your soil contains the necessary microbes to break down the organic matter in your compost pile to a size and texture that's beneficial in your soil. Compost helps to increase the water-holding capacity of your soil without overdoing it. It helps to break up heavy clay soils and helps sandy soils hold a bit more water. It builds the structure of your soil, giving it just the right balance of air and water. Compost also feeds the microbial population, helping to keep them around and contributing to your overall soil health. And mulch is ground up plant parts that are not composted and are generally larger pieces than compost. Pruned tree limbs that have been processed with a chipper shredder, bark pieces, and even processing byproducts such as pecan shells and cocoa hulls can be used as mulch. Mulch is generally all carbon as opposed to compost, which contains both carbon and nitrogen. Compost may also be used as a mulch since the primary purpose of mulch is to protect the soil from the environment by covering it. Both compost and mulch eventually break down due to the weather and the action of microbes, which is why it should be replenished at least yearly. Our plant this week is a Salvia greggii cultivar known as Cardinal Velvet. This particular Salvia greggii cultivar behaves much the same as the species, but the flowers have a more intensely velvety look to them. The flower is a little fuzzier, which gives it a different texture and a deeper color. Although it's a low water use plant, it will definitely perform a little better if you water it once a week during the heat of summer. Flowers from spring right on through fall with maybe a little break in the peak of the summer heat. Gets about 3 feet tall by 3 feet wide. We'd love to hear from you, so please visit klru.org/ctg to send us your questions or plants of the week from your garden.